Sanford Stadium in Athens. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. One of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today, their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. The Bulldogs kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the move, it's Owens. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Reed. Right side, it's Owens. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Reed. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the pool. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Throwing Reed. Fires to the right. Makes a connection.
If you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Drops back on first down. Quickly complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Caught, it's Frazier. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Got him on the RPO. Still running up the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. And he gets rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least...
Ball by himself down the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. defense will have another go at it. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Working the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got the tight end outside. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Way off target there.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle, it's complete. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. He's got it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They'll go with Frazier. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun on third down, Reed. On target to the left. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Reed unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Texas A&M going quickly. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Rush right in his face. Desperately looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field. This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
On first down, Nate Frazier. All over him immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Reed. Snags it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 40. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing Reed. Makes the catch. It's Craver. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Wants to go up top on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Reed to throw. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Maybe some room here. The 50, the 40, past the 20, and he scores! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the wideout. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to make one miss. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Reed. Under pressure. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Horned Frogs looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. quick give. It's Phillips. Looking for a crease. There's some room. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll give to Frazier. Stop right there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his target. And they stop him. Complete the pass, but no first down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking outside, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Reed. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. To throw, it's Reed. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Aggie. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Great place to start for this offense. Throwing, Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Owens. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Breaks into the open. Give him 109 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to keep it in the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Reed to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the left. Off and running. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Frazier. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the grab in their space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Owens. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Caught. Jumped on top of the pile.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career. A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here's a give to Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
There's a crease. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Georgia going up tempo. Frazier again. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff for Frazier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. On first down, Nate Frazier.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now he's looking to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Reed. They're all over it. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, it's Edwards. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the first down, don't get greedy, stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
Tight end now in motion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.